you guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Head Over Heels. Our previous episode was on fire. Really the most listenership, viewership we've ever received. So thank you so much. And I hope you guys went out to vote. Anyway, today, this episode is going to be real spicy because I think you guys already know who we have on the show. I told them not to speak until I introduced them, but we have Raj and Ili.
Yo.
What's good? Okay, so we have to give our audience a bit of context about how our friendship came about. But before that, can I have you two radio people introduce yourself, please?
Oh, wow. Hi, my name is Ili. Hello, it's Ili. That's where you can also follow me. Shameless plug.
Plug in already. Cepatnya.
Yes, but I'm a radio announcer. I create content and I sing. Yes, I do sing sometimes, Maggie. Wow.
Yeah, all the time. What are you talking about? And
Thanks for making my introduction easy, Ili. I literally do the exact same thing she does, except the singing is rapping.
Yeah. So we have two very, 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 very talented people in the room today. And the both of you are now working in radio. Mm-hmm. So what is it like being a radio announcer?
Well, I've been, because the first time I actually worked in radio was with Maggie. Mm-hmm. That was back in 2017.
That's a long time.
That was a long time ago, sis, right?
You joined the competition.
Yes.
And then she won, obviously.
Yay!
And the rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is history.
Yeah.
I guess radio is, right now it's just like a muscle memory thing. Mm-hmm. You kind of go do your show. Mm-hmm. Each announcer has 4 hours of shift. Mm-hmm. Raj, you would know. You just started, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's a very fast-paced job, I would say. You get into it, you do your show, and before you know it, it's done. It's super fast.
And your talk sets are short.
Very short. 30 seconds to 1 minute max.
And Raj, so you just joined radio.
Yes.
And I remember we had this conversation as well before you decided to join. You asked me, should I do it and all that. And look at you now.
Yeah.
How has it been?
4 months later, it's been good. I start work at 5:30 every morning. And I have to be in bed by 8 p.m.
Yeah.
But that's tough lah. Who sleeps at 8 o'clock,
Ooh,
right? I'm a cool guy. Cool guys don't sleep at 8.
We see him up like 11:30 p.m. Most nights.
I'll be on Instagram live when she and Keanu go live. I'll be there with them. But before anything, Maggie, I want to thank you for inviting me to be part of Head Over Heels. Yeah. I thought we were shooting Amen Season 3. That's what the producers told me, but okay lah.
Boleh lah. Oh my. Okay, so I think today's episode is really gonna be about friendships, relationships, and I don't know. Like yesterday, I actually put up a question poll on my Instagram. Oh my God, I cannot sleep, okay? Because the amount of scandalous questions that I received is insane. So we are going to be addressing them today. So thank you so much for sending them in. And don't worry, we will keep your identity private, anonymous. So all good. Your secret is safe with me.
For a price.
Yeah.
For a price. How much?
RM5.
You see, this is what happens when you bring radio announcer on the show. They basically can take over your show for you, which is a good thing. I love it. Okay, guys, let's talk about friendship first.
Okay.
This is a very common question that I got. Can two people of both gender have platonic friendships without any attraction?
This is really difficult. I believe you can. I believe if two people can just be friends, right? Be platonic, I think it's fine. It's completely fine. But from my experience, I feel like it's either I like the person eventually or the person will like me eventually.
Really?
Yeah, it's never like both people are liking each other at the same time. Yeah.
But Raj, me and you platonic, what?
Yeah, we chill only, man.
Hey, sure.
I have a lot of friends who are girls, and it's a really, really strong friendship.
Yeah.
There was this girl, shout out Jenna, who taught me how to drive.
Okay.
None of my guy friends taught me how to drive.
Huh?
She, back in college, she will drive her Kanchil from Klang all the way to PJ and let me drive her Kanchil all the way to Damansara to go to college.
Okay, right. So we're going to break it to you right now. She likes you.
She's already married now, by the way.
Maybe at the time?
At that time, she was single and she's a few years older than me.
I think she liked you because no girl will make that extra effort for
I
a
won't
guy,
do
right?
that,
Don't like that. I believe at the end of the day, physical attraction is like the basis of it, right?
Okay, yeah.
So you can be friends with someone, but if you're not like super duper physically attracted to them, then the probability of having a friendship is higher. But if you're friends with someone just because they're hot and then like you mask it with friendship, but padahal you actually like them, then that's a bit like... messed up, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I need to rephrase the question. This is
answer wrong.
Can you have platonic friendship with someone that you find very attractive? Different story.
That's
different
really
story.
tough. Oh no.
Cannot lah, where can?
Cannot?
I mean, they're hot lah, bro.
But you
Every
have
time
a
we talk-
girlfriend or?
I got a girlfriend.
Yeah, like I'm saying, if you are in a relationship and you meet someone that you find, oh damn, she hot, he's damn hot, can you have a platonic friendship, or you rather just not be friends at all?
I want to say it's all about respect, you know?
Yeah.
Like, of course, if you're already in a relationship and you're friends with somebody that you find attractive, then, you know, you gotta keep the line there. Like, we're just friends kind of thing, you know? So you don't
Yeah.
go overboard.
But it's so tough to have a friendship if you have to consciously think about it all the time.
Oh, wow. Right.
Like,
So
okay,
you've been through this,
So I mean, obviously lah. Back in secondary school, especially there was one time this girl we are friends, and then one day she said, "Raj, can you help me carry the books from the library to the class?" The moment she asked me that, I fell in love with her already.
Yeah, it's very fast, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, back in school, you know, the girl look at you like, hey bro, I think she like me lah, bro. Because again, like I said, physical attraction is the basis of it. And let's be honest, some of our friends are super damn hot lah.
It's
Even
true.
the guys.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're
that's so
in-
true.
We're
Yeah.
in this industry where people look damn good.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, and it's okay to be attracted to them. I think that's our basic
Yes,
instinct.
yes,
It's
yes.
wired within us. Tapi, you know, just because there
Tapi,
is
yeah.
just because there is a badminton racket doesn't mean you need to play badminton.
Doesn't mean you need to smash.
Correct. Yes, well said.
Gitu.
You get what I mean?
Yeah. I get what you mean. So your answer is yes or no?
I want to say no if you're both single.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like you tend to, you know, when you get close to each other
And then
you
things
got to
get
know-
complicated.
Exactly, you get more comfortable with the person.
Yeah.
You might catch feelings, you know.
Ada experience ke Ili? Macam ada je.
There is somebody in my life right now who is also in the industry, which I will not mention names.
of course.
Okay.
I feel like anybody who's listening to this or watching this would know.
Oh
who I'm
really? I
talking
don't know
about. I
eh.
will tell you after this lah, when we're not recording. But
It's not me, just in case you're wondering.
okay,
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it's not you, right? Don't worry.
Okay.
But basically, we were friends back in 2019, and I think we found each other lah. Okay,
Yeah.
because I was going through like a breakup, and he
Yeah.
was also going through a breakup.
Yeah.
And we became very close friends,
Yeah.
right? And then after a while, I was like, wow, this is great. Like I can call him my guy best friend.
Yeah.
Nothing will ever happen, right?
Yeah.
And 2 years go by, he confesses. And you see, leading up to that moment, right, I did expect him to confess. Like you could tell, you know, when
Yeah,
a guy
yeah.
likes you, right? Maybe
Yeah.
you know, right?
Yes,
Like they'll make the
yes.
effort to go out with you.
Yes.
They'll make the effort to pay for lunch and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Always like picking you up to go do things. So I'm
Yeah.
like, where is this going? Where is this
Yeah,
going? You know? That's when it hit me. Oh no, we're not just friends in his brain.
Yeah.
Because maybe he thinks we're going somewhere, but I thought he was just it was all platonic. Like
For you?
nothing. Yeah, for me.
Yeah.
So when he confessed, I was just like, sorry, bro.
Oh no,
You're my
broke up.
friend. That's it.
How did he take it?
He kind of expected me to say no. Like,
Okay,
I think he
okay,
knew. From my
okay,
body
okay.
language and like from my reactions, from everything that he has done, he's like, oh, okay, you think I'm a friend.
This guy a bit sus lah. He took 2 years to confess to you, and then he came in with the mindset like, she's probably going to reject me. Like he's just setting himself up for failure. If you like someone, just go for it. Like make it obvious. I do admit sometimes guys when they like a girl, very tough for them to be obvious. You know, you do things like just belanja makan a bit, you know, spend time with them, watch a movie, like make the gesture a big one. Or
I
even
agree.
simpler, just tell them straight up like, hey, you know, I really enjoy talking to you. Like, I don't know if you're open to this, but let's go out for dinner and I want to get to know you on, like, not just as friends.
Okay, the thing is,
Here we
I'm
go.
sorry, I'm leaving out details, guys. So in the process of 2 years, he did ask me like, "Hey, are you ready for a relationship?" But I just broke up at the time, so I really wasn't
Is
ready.
it the
like,
relationship that I know?
Yes, it's
Oh,
a
okay,
relationship that
okay,
you know,
okay,
Max.
okay.
Like, yeah, that
Oh,
one
yeah, that
really
broke
me.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. So I told him I'm not ready, but in his head he was like, "Oh, she's not ready yet.
Oh.
Maybe when she is, she will be." But like, I never had feelings for him like till the moment he confessed.
So has that affected the friendship that you have now that you've said no?
just a little bit, like maybe for
Okay.
the next 3 months after the confession. It was kind of awkward between us, but then after that, we kind of, because he was like, "Yo, just promise me one thing. Ili, promise me one thing.
Don't-
Can we please be friends still?"
That's good.
Right?
That's
But
good.
in my head, I'm like, yo, isn't that going to hurt you? You know, because
Yeah.
you're going to be watching me like go out with other guys. I don't know. Raj is like, yeah.
I'm having a bit of a headache now. Like,
I can relate.
but I understand. Even though it seems like I don't, but I do understand. So So what you're trying to say is you led him on for 2 years lah.
See,
It's a joke.
Oh my gosh.
But to be fair, they were friends and
Yeah.
But he
I
stayed
don't
already.
know.
Kan he dah tanya, on the first hour, is it he asked you? Bukan. Like after how long did he ask you?
First year lah, the
First
first year
year.
after we were friends.
Okay lah, Ili, faham.
Faham lah. Tough lah.
Tak apa.
Happens.
But good guy though, good guy. He's very honest.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a
He
good
waited
guy.
so long
We are.
Would you?
I feel bad.
But really no feelings at all.
No feelings, man. Like, I really imagined it, I imagined our lives together, holding hands. Like, okay, this is an indication for me, okay? If I want to know if I like you, I need to imagine if I can hold your hand.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys do the same thing, but if I cannot hold your hand, then we're just friends.
For me, it's kissing. Can I kiss your face? Cannot means I cannot like you.
Do you kiss your friends or not?
Of course, like mouth to mouth kiss.
Understand?
Mouth to mouth, like French kiss. Like, okay, can I French kiss this guy? If this is my reaction, then likely we're just gonna be friends.
How long after knowing someone do you imagine that?
Now I don't like. I got boyfriend now. Like, okay, you know what? That's why I asked this question because, like, in our industry, in the entertainment industry, we meet good-looking people all the freaking time, right? And I can tell you this: I have platonic friendships with all the hot guys I meet in this time that I'm in a relationship with. I think that's just me because when I am committed to somebody, no one else can attract me.
So true, X. I agree.
That's me lah.
Yeah.
But of course, there are other type of people, which is why people cheat and stuff. But for me, I really cannot see anything else apart from the one that I'm with.
Yeah, which is actually such a good point that you brought that up because this is why I'm like actually so terrified of love because of that reasoning.
Why?
Because once you're in love, right, you don't realize the things that happen to you. Like, I know you can't tell the future. Like, you can't tell if the person's going to be nice to you or you can't tell if the person's going to be great in the next 10 years, right? But I'm just terrified of the idea of going in it, realizing it's bad, but can't leave because you're so in love. I know, sorry guys, so deep, huh?
No, it's true. I mean, it's a very common problem, right?
Yeah.
I was in a relationship for 4 years and I wanted to marry this girl. Okay? And in my mind, there were a lot of red flags, but I told myself, never mind.
Yeah.
Dah committed kan.
Yes.
And this person will change because I am willing to change. Therefore, that means she also wants to change. And after 4 years, long story short, she cheated on me. Broke
Sorry to
up with
hear
me.
that.
It's okay lah, tak apa. It's a learning lesson.
It's a learning lesson.
Because now what I have now is way better.
Oh, yeah.
This relationship
Obviously,
now.
she's cute. I love her.
That's so
But
normal.
she broke up with me over a phone call. 4 years just evaporated like that. And there were signs the whole way, but kan, you're so comfortable with them.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
The signs were there, like in my face, in your face.
Yeah.
And yet we were still there. It's mad.
Love lah, it makes
Love.
you blind.
Yeah, love memang blind.
Yeah.
Very the blind.
We're gonna jump here and there, but since you're talking about relationship breakups, what's the worst? I mean, that was your worst breakup story.
Yep.
Ili, what's your worst breakup story?
Maggie, you already know what's
I know.
up.
That's why I have to ask.
I will give a recap.
Yes.
Yes, everybody else who don't. Raj, you don't know this.
No.
Yeah. Are you okay to talk about
Yeah,
it?
of course, of
Okay.
course.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I mean, it still stings when I think about it,
Yeah.
But basically, I was with this guy that Maggie also knows for 2 years. Okay. It was an interracial relationship. Very important to this story because that's one of the biggest reasons why we broke up.
Yeah.
But we were together for 2 years, and honestly, guys, that relationship. I know it was my first serious relationship.
She was head over heels for
Wow.
that.
legit head over
Shout out.
heels, huh?
Not sponsored.
Yes, been not sponsored, yeah? Product placement. Yeah, but like on the show, we are like promoting the show. But yeah, we were, he made me feel like I was the only girl in the world. Like, it's crazy. I've never felt that sort of love ever. Like, even now, like when I date other people after, it's just not the same, And maybe I'm the problem as well for like having that expectation. But anyway, so 2 years, it was so great. Wow, it's like I want to like tell good things about him, okay? It's like, for example, right, there was one incident that really sticks with me till today. Like, I feel like that's just like, yo, bro, you set the bar, bro, you set the bar. But basically, my mom, right, she was at home and he wanted to come. Oh, hi, auntie. Hi, ma. But she was like, hey, your boyfriend is coming over, right? Can he just come in? I just want to say hello. And he was already at the house at the time, okay? So I just texted him like, yo, my mom wants to come see you. Like, why don't you just come over? And he calls me immediately. And he was like, oh my gosh, Ili, I'm wearing tank top and shorts. Okay, just for context, guys. I'm from a Muslim family. Yeah. And my boyfriend at the time is Catholic. And he had like a tattoo sleeve, okay? Full on, very pretty, okay? Got like dragon, octopus, I forgot already. But he was scared to like obviously show my mom, who's Malay and like super religious, his tattoo. He was like, dude, I'm wearing tank top, it's short. So immediately my immediate reaction is, okay, it's fine. I'll just tell my mom next time. Okay, we'll go out and then next time you come and see her. She's like, no. Your mom already said she wants to come see me. I have to go now. So just tell your mom I'm going to go home and change. But you just tell her that I sakit perut. I'm like, sakit perut? Yeah. Just tell her I'm at a petrol station because I need to go to the toilet. And then my mom was just like, I thought he was at the gut house. Like, why can't he just come into the toilet here? And I just told my mom like, yeah, I guess he couldn't tahan, ma. But dude, he went home. His house is like about 15 minutes away from mine, okay? He's already in the area. Goes home, changes into a long sleeve collared shirt with slacks, comes back to my house, comes in and meets my mom, and they just spend the whole night together till 1 a.m. We didn't even go out.
Wow.
So just to clarify, when you say spend the whole night together, you
Yes.
mean that he was hanging out with
Yeah.
your family?
Of course,
Okay,
that's what you're thinking, right?
I got a bit worried.
Ayo.
Okay, anyway, back to topic. How do you feel about what your ex did?
Yo, I felt like he didn't even have to do that, you know? It was so...
He went out of his way.
He went out of his way, like, just to meet my mom, which to me means a lot. 'Cause I'm like a family person. So if, like, whoever I want to marry, right? Like, I want them to be super close to my family because I would do the same to their family too. So that was like, and that's just one thing, guys. So can you imagine like 2 years of just greatness? And I knew he was the one. But unfortunately, because interracial, you know, his parents were very iffy about him converting. You know, in this country, if you want to marry a non-Muslim, you need to convert, right?
Yeah.
So that took a toll on him. Like I honestly don't blame him for everything that has happened, but I just wish we were adults to talk about it. Because towards the end of the relationship, he didn't want to tell me the truth. Like he didn't want to like sit down with me and, hey, look, man, my parents are like, they don't want me to convert, so I think we should just stay friends. He didn't do that. Instead, he basically treated me horribly, like for 6 months straight. And it was so like sudden, you know, right? He was like, yeah,
Sudden
Maggie is like,
switch.
I know.
I remember that,
Yeah,
man.
Maggie was there the whole time. So, and then we broke up because it was just really bad and toxic.
You were so confused as well.
I was confused because I don't know what I was doing wrong.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was just trying my best to really like make it work. Like I remember just putting him first, you know, in that 6 months. And that's why after the relationship, I'm just like, yo, this
jaded
is tough. Yeah, this is tough. Yeah.
Very tough lah.
Very
It's a
sad.
Very,
This
very
story
tough.
very sad. Sorry, guys.
So that's your worst break. I'm sorry to make you bring it up.
No, it's okay. It's nice to talk about it sometimes, you know, to really see the growth that you have made over the
And-
years. Jay.
But also, I feel like a lot of them who are listening to this probably can relate, especially if you have been in a interracial relationship before. I have never been, because I like my Chinese boys, but like it's tough. It's really tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, like to convert, and there's just so many things at stake. You see,
Yeah.
for you.
100%.
It's. I feel like that guy that you were dating, his brain jam a bit, right?
Why?
We
I
have
want to
so
know
much of pressure from the parents,
Yeah.
and he sounds, I don't know him personally lah, but it sounds like the person that you were dating probably had a lot of pressure from the parents.
Yeah, I get it.
And he didn't know what to do. So his brain jammed a bit. But what he did was wrong lah. Come on lah. How
Unnecessary, I think.
Yeah, and 6 months he was leading you on like that and just being
Yeah.
so mean to you.
It was really hard. It was really hard. But, you know, I tried to understand him, you know. I was in his shoes kind of thing. Which is, again, another reason why love is so terrifying. Like,
Yeah.
you would put yourself in that place. Like, I swear, like, sometimes I have to, like, blame myself, you know, for being treated that way.
To make sense of the situation.
Yeah, exactly. To make sense of the situation.
Don't do that to yourself.
No
like,
more.
tak
Not
boleh,
anymore.
cannot,
Dah
what?
habis dah.
Sometimes people find it very hard to open their mouth and talk when it
Betul.
comes to relationships,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's very difficult to say this,
Yeah.
but communicating your feelings, your emotions in a relationship is such a challenging thing. I feel, and this is a blanket statement, for guys, it is very difficult.
Why? I want to know why. That's why
please
we
tell
got
us,
you here.
Raj. Tell us.
See, growing up, we are not trained or we are not encouraged to show our emotions. They always say like, oh boy, you big boy, you cannot cry. Huh?
Yeah.
Why you cry? Only girl cry. That's the thing that
Yeah.
Asian families always say growing up, right? And it is not something that we are encouraged to do. We are not encouraged to show emotions. And because of that, it's also hard to convey our emotions. But on the flip side, this is my personal opinion lah.
Wish.
I don't think guys should be going around crying all the time. Nor do I think girls should be going around crying all the time. You need a healthy balance of it. That's what I feel. You need to be able to be vulnerable to the right people, for the people that care about you. But it shouldn't be crutch that you use all the time, both for guys and girls. So I've cried in front of my friends
Of
before.
course.
I've cried to Joseph before.
Of course.
You know?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I
Wait,
have.
what do you cry about? I just
That time I was going through a very tough time with my life and my
Okay.
health.
Right.
You know, Joseph called me immediately when he saw what was going on, and I just told him like, bro, why me? You know, I've been trying to do everything right, and at the time when I needed it the least, then this problem also manifested. And I just started tearing up in front of Joseph, and I felt really safe. I felt really supported. But if I were to do it to any of my other friends, they were like, oh, Ryder, you're crying. I think this is what a Bollywood movie, is it? You know, so...
I'm very proud of Joseph to be that friend for you
Yeah,
as
good
well.
job,
he's a
Joseph.
great guy.
And you that friend for him as well.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I wish you would tell me that sometimes. No, he does. I'm just kidding.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, but because we are not given this space or this understanding to know that it's okay to release our emotions, sebab tu the brain jam. Parents said, oh, you cannot, this cannot,
He's
that cannot.
helping you justify.
I know.
Understand.
You know, like I've spoken to this Grab driver many years ago, and I still remember the story so clearly. She was a girl, and she said that she was engaged to this Punjabi guy. They had a great relationship going on, but the mother, the boy's mother, kept on giving her a lot of shit lah. The mother said, oh, how can you marry my son? You can't even make a round chapati.
Ooh, that's so
all
tough.
that kind of stuff. She actually said that. And because of that, the husband, the fiancé, did not defend the wife.
Oh, that's the worst.
Because he's brain jam. I'm sure he loves the wife very much, but he maybe takes the mother's opinion too seriously, or he doesn't know how to show his emotions or defend the wife. Not saying that what he did was right. I think it was very wrong. But
Could have been better.
Could have been better. But something stuck lah. And because of that, they split up.
I mean, I want to say, I understand your justification, but we're all grown-ups here. You know, we're all
can have
adults. We can have
conversations.
conversations. I mean, I would assume, because my ex, he was 8 years older than me, right?
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't like my age at the time. I was 23. You know, like I would expect a 31-year-old man to speak to me like an adult. Che. Not take anyone.
That's the
Oh, yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah.
Age really is just a number. You will be surprised by how many people out there who are, say, way older than us and still don't have the ability or capacity to hold a healthy conversation.
Correct.
And that's the hardest thing. That really is some of the hardest thing, even for us sometimes, like to hold a healthy conversation if the other party really isn't engaging or just isn't listening. The conversation won't happen.
Yeah, because like
No matter how much you want.
correct, they say communication is key, right? But I feel like comprehension is actually key.
same.
Che, this is
Print
English
that on a
class.
t-shirt lah.
Yeah, like you can talk to me about anything that you want, but if I don't understand you, we're not going to go anywhere, right?
Betul.
Love.
Very good. I agree.
And now that you guys brought up the whole parent situation, for you, okay, for you lah, don't general statement for you, I think Ili's answer I know, but like, is it important for your parents to accept your wife or your partner, even though you are damn in love, head over heels for him, but your parents macam tak approve sangat. So what would you do in that situation? Like, you know this is the one for you, like you guys have a great relationship, but parents just don't quite like them.
This is my personal philosophy.
Yes.
Ideally, I would like both families to love both the
Yeah,
children.
I agree. Yeah.
That would be the best case scenario. I'm in an interracial relationship right now, and my parents love my girlfriend a lot.
Oh, so happy for you, right?
I feel very, very blessed lah. Like even right now, my girlfriend just finished her class. She called my mom and said, oh, can I come over at night?
That's
chill
so
for
cute.
a while. Right? So I'm very, very happy
That's
that
so cute.
this is the relationship that is going on between my girlfriend and my parents. Now, I might not necessarily, in some way lah, I might not get the same treatment from my girlfriend's parents.
Right.
For me, my personality is I don't care.
Okay.
Right? I got too many things to worry about. I got too many headaches. I got work and business and whatnot. At the end of the day, my partner should choose me, and my partner should be willing to defend and fight for me with her family. She can try her best. The important thing is she tries.
That's true.
Whether the battle is won or lost, apa.
Like you both are trying for each other.
Correct. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if she wants to be in a relationship with me, I hope that she's willing to choose me. Not saying that you leave your family behind, but you must be okay to be like, oh, okay, if the family doesn't like me and he doesn't want to come over for Chinese New Year, I must be able to deal with that.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
That would be hard though, Raj.
Be hard lah.
But I guess that's what you do for people you love, right?
Correct.
Like for me, I agree with Raj in that sense, but also like my parents, oh my gosh, guys, my parents, they set the bar so high, I cannot even lah, okay? Like my dad, right?
Yeah.
My dad was the first Hindu from his family to convert to marry my mom, okay? So obviously at the time, back then, that's really tough. You know,
Yeah.
like you would think it's easier now. Like
It's
people
not
are
the
more
norm
open-minded.
then.
Exactly, it wasn't the norm then. So my mom was like not accepted by my dad's family at all because they were like, yo, she's Malay, you're gonna like convert, and like when you die, you know, they always say this, you know, when you die, your body will be with them and not us, you know, like that's like the thing, you know, for interracial relationships. I know, it's like
Sorry, really? This is new
Interesting.
information for me.
legit.
Oh, okay.
Because you know, like the Islamic way to bury your body, like this is
Oh,
so
okay.
this is so dark. Y'all know, right? Like the
Yeah.
Islamic way
Yeah,
is
yeah.
to cover yourself with
Bury,
the white cloth
yeah.
and everything, right?
Yeah.
So of course, like in a Hindu funeral, it's completely different. So if
Yeah.
you convert, obviously that's how you're
Yeah.
going to be buried, which is like the biggest reason why my dad's family didn't want him to convert, right? But my mom in that moment was like, yo, I'm very, very, you know, I'm the type of person who believes in family restu, they say. Like
blessings.
blessings from your family.
Yeah.
Like if your parents don't accept me, I can never marry you. That's just it.
Oh.
That's just like my principles in life because I want to be close to like
Your family, yeah.
I want my kids to like know your like their grandparents
Yeah,
and stuff. You
for
know?
sure.
That's just like who she wants to be.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, yo, if it's gonna take 5 years, 10 years, 20 years for them to say yes, I will wait for you. And if you want to wait with me, let's go. Because we want to be
Uncle!
together. And I'm like, pa, stop! Like, why you set the bar so high? But yeah, and guess what? After 7 years of waiting, my dad's parents finally said, you know what? You've been proving to us that this girl is someone special. Let's do it. And my mom made the effort to make sure that his family likes her. And yo, guess what? She is the number one favorite manatu in the
Wah,
family.
itu dia.
Yes! Good job, ma!
Bring out the award.
Your fish curry won.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, guys.
Such a wholesome
Respect.
story.
Yeah, so can you imagine like me going through that, and when I meet people who can't even like do the bare minimum, it's like never mind lah. You know
Respect
what I
lah.
mean?
Papa Ili got patience lah.
Papa G got patience.
Yeah.
But then you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel some kids should not meet their grandparents.
Some kids should not.
Why lah?
Let me clarify. Because some grandparents, they're a bit crack lah. So you don't know what they're going to teach the kids. You get what I mean or not?
Wait, context like.
Okay, context. So generational trauma is a thing.
Yes,
Right? So
100%.
the fact that your dad really held out, you're stuck into the fort and then the marriage worked, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you're in a relationship, one side, the parents, they are a bit nasty. Let's just put it that way.
100%, I
Right? A
agree.
lot of like,
Yeah.
trauma, a lot of baggage. And you really love the girl or you really love the guy. So does it make sense to just, chop off the part that has gangrene? Then at least the kids, when they come out also, they're in a family unit that is a bit stronger. You get where I'm going with this, right? You get what I mean?
I get it, but like I don't know. I don't want to be the person to want my partner to have to break up with their family for me. You know, that just doesn't make sense in a lot of factors. I mean, yeah, it'd be great, you know, if your
they're
family's-
toxic.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
they're toxic, but. You know, at the end of the day, it's your partner's family. You know, they grew up with them.
I guess I'm
And-
just an asshole.
No, to be fair, like I think I can relate to that. Like I don't want my kids to meet my dad because he was a terrible, toxic father.
Right.
And he's not really in my life right now. Actually, a lot of people ask me, why do I never talk about my father? The truth is, he's not quite in my life. And if I ever get married and if I have kids, like I'm totally fine if my kids don't meet him because I think it's just better off that way. But if things change down the road, I will be open to it. But as of now, yeah, I do think that way. Like what you said, because he's just not a good example. I don't think he has anything good to impart onto my kids because he never did for me.
Right.
But yeah.
Right?
So it
Yeah.
I think that can apply to some people. But Ili, you have the most wholesome family. So that's why I think not very relatable to her lah. But yeah, I can totally relate to that. 100%. Yeah.
Print that on a t-shirt, y'all.
I know. Okay. Oh my gosh. So many questions, Actually,
Oh my gosh,
when you're in a relationship, do you think it's okay for your partner to have very close friends of the opposite sex?
Okay.
Like a BFF of the opposite gender?
I feel like it's fine. Like I say, it all comes down to respect, Like you have to trust your partner. in any circumstance. You know, you have to trust that they will be loyal to you. They will not do anything crazy with their girl best friends, right? It's all about trust, right? At the end of the day. Because if you don't trust your partner, then what's the point of having a relationship? That's like the biggest foundation. If you don't trust someone, you just can't have a relationship with them. So I feel like it's fine if they can prove to you that you have nothing to worry about.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'll build off what Ili said. I trust my partner. I don't trust other people.
That is true. That is true.
Because as a guy, I know how a lot of guys think. Right?
Protective, huh? I love it.
My girlfriend were to go out with a certain guy that I don't know well or I haven't heard about, I will straight up say, you know what? I don't feel very comfortable with you going out with this guy. I trust you 150%, but I don't trust this guy.
So can she still go out with a guy?
Only if I know who the guy is. We literally had this conversation recently. She wanted to go hiking with a friend because she loves to be in the nature.
That's so cute.
Right?
She's cute,
and
right?
she's like, okay, I'm telling you, on Wednesday, I'm going out for a hike with this guy. Then I said, who's the fella? And she said the fella's name lah. And I'm like, okay, I don't know who
Never
he
heard
is.
before.
Never heard before. Huh? Are you guys going alone? Then she's like, yeah, just the two of us. I said, cannot. She's like, oh, okay, why? Yeah? I said, because our first date was us hiking and it was just the two of us.
Wait. Oh, okay. So you were basing your situation with this dude.
Correct.
Does he know she got boyfriend?
He knows. But still, I don't trust.
Coba lah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, probably he's not as cool as me, right? Let's be obvious. I still don't trust this fella.
Okay, but Raj, okay, I hear you. I hear you, okay? Because you're saying you don't trust the guy,
Correct.
right? So what? If you trust your partner, she's not going to do anything with him. Even if he tries to make a move, she's not going to be like, hey, hello, I got a boyfriend. So,
I don't want to put her in that situation where she needs to fight or she needs to get in that
Reject
uncomfortable
him.
situation.
Okay.
she'll be fine. She'll
Trust
be
me,
fine.
my girlfriend is damn freaking strong. I always told her, if you ever get mugged by someone, I will be the one screaming, you go and punch the bad guy. We even have
But
a
she's so
plan.
tiny though.
Hey, she's strong.
She's tiny but mighty.
She's tiny but mighty. So, but I'm not going to stop her from going. I say it's very easy. You ask your sister to follow you, or you ask another guy friend
Like
that I know,
someone to
go.
Then you'll be okay.
Then go lah happily.
Yeah.
Now, some people might say, "Wow, Raj, you are very controlling."
I was going to say that.
You might say it's very controlling, but you have to see the relationship dynamics also. My girlfriend and I have a very strong bond. She did not argue with me when I said that. She's like, okay.
She wasn't defensive.
She wasn't defensive. She's like,
That's nice. It's really nice though.
because I think maybe she cares about my feelings and she knows how much I truly care and love for her. I think part of me is just testing also lah. See lah. Whether
She passed the test lah.
Stop doing all these things, complicating relationship.
Honestly, Wednesday she go and lip out with the guy. She's like, yo, my sister not free, my other friend not free. Can I still go out? I say, go lah, okay, have fun. I just text you and you're done already. But you know, now the fact that she's willing to accommodate for me, I love her more. Go belanja her, go makan.
Now she knows what's up. I hope you're listening.
By the time this episode comes out, they would have gone for the hike already. So.
It's okay, right? Nothing will happen. We trust your girlfriend.
Of course, we
100%.
trust, but I don't trust other people because I know how guys can be sometimes.
Yep.
I know how some opportunistic
Yeah.
girls can be. You know what the word I was going for, lah.
Yeah.
We know how they can be sometimes.
I agree. I agree.
But like you said, like Ili, I trust my partner, but I don't trust the world.
Faham sangat.
I feel the same way.
Oh.
I trust my partner 100%.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Not some vicious, you know what I'm saying?
Some vicious can go lah.
Some vicious can.
Yeah.
Go. Fly
Yeah.
far away.
By the way, you guys can swear on the show.
Can say.
I know, like, yo.
You guys are so safe until now, you know. All this spicy story.
I feel like Ili wanted to fight me just now, but then she held back.
You guys can just fight. This is not radio, okay? Tak ada restriction.
I know. The fact that Maggie was like, guys, you can swear. I'm like, what? You can swear?
So
Where's
for
the hidden
context,
camera?
guys, those of you who are listening, I mean, I was in radio for 7 years and these guys are still working in radio. There's a lot of restriction of what can or cannot go on air, which is why we're all like, I wouldn't say traumatized, but we are so used to that.
Yeah.
To kind of like walk out of that restriction feels weird. The freedom feels weird, like too good to be true. But yes, you can swear, okay?
Like, we can say the F word?
Yes, just say it.
I want to say it now, I'm scared.
Hey, we can't even say damn on radio, kan?
Yeah, damn is like really hard to say as well.
I cannot say.
Cannot.
Yeah,
you've
say
been
today
saying
morning
it?
lah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Better don't
think
ad check. Okay. Going back to relationships, I know, I think so many questions, guys. Okay, this is for you, Raj.
Okay, for me, come.
In your relationship, who made the first move?
She made the first move.
Oi, okay. Okay, good. Okay, so what do men think about women making the first move?
I'm personally very happy when the girl makes the first move, but it cannot be too forward.
It cannot be too forward.
Cannot be too forward.
How? Then you tell us. Break it down.
I tell you the story. So I met my current girlfriend on Bumble.
Bumble.
On Bumble. Not sponsored. They want to sponsor Head Over Heels more than welcome. Right? So I was on Bumble after my 4-year relationship ended, and I was there to hire freelancers for my agency.
Okay.
What?
Yes, I was the kind of person that went on Bumble to find like all these talented people. I wanted to work with them, and if there was a spark, then okay lah,
That
we will go on a
is
date.
so interesting and misleading. Like people might swipe right on you thinking, hey, we got relationship lah coming. And you're like, we want to do a business proposal.
I'm sorry lah.
A transaction
Because for
with
me,
benefit. Okay,
if
sorry.
I can work with this person,
Yeah.
then I can date this person.
That's so...
Wait, what?
Yeah, because
Why? Wait. You can date people you work with?
yeah, why not?
I cannot.
That's insane.
I mean, working
kinda
with
did
Joseph,
that,
but...
Right? Okay, I'll give an example.
Okay, sorry,
We did not go out on a date at all. It was during the COVID time, only texting online, we video called and all that.
Okay.
And she was doing freelance work with me for 6 to 7 months.
Okay.
Only after the 7th month, she told me, hey Raj, I want to go hiking. Do you think you could teman me? Come lah, let's go to KL. We go like to a hiking place
Well,
somewhere.
hiking is a very...
It's your thing.
It's a lot
It's my
for
thing
Raj.
lah.
For a lot of
Nature
things.
boys, that's what they call me. So we went out for a hike, and then I took her to KL, and then we went for breakfast, and I took her sightseeing a bit because she's not from KL, she's from Brunei. And that was great. I feel that her first move was good enough. There was a strong enough intention, like, hey, let's go out. And through our conversations after that, she's like, it was nice having dinner with you. I wish that we could have spent a bit more time together. So she had all the subtle hints, which I appreciated because she made her intention clear. If she didn't do it, I think after some time, I would have done it as well.
Okay.
Now, I have been on dates where on the first date, after dinner, the girl is like, hey, you want to make out or not? Wow! Right?
Like straight up ask you, yo, let's go.
Straight up. And that really turned me off. I panicked, right? I didn't know what to do because, you're attractive, you are nice, but no, it's not right for me. Most other guys, I would like to say, within my friend circle, actually within my friend circle, they're all quite nice guys. They wouldn't do that. But I have this impression that guys, if they're not looking for a serious relationship,
They would have done it.
they would have done it.
Right.
Which is not wrong if that is what you're looking for.
Yeah, of
and
course.
that is what the other person is looking for.
Yeah.
Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did. But your context is very interesting. The whole business transaction.
Yeah.
I know.
But yeah, I guess I have asked my guy friends before, like, what do you think of women making the first move first? Because traditionally, we wait for the men to do it.
Yeah.
But like, let's be honest, if you like someone, I think there's nothing wrong to be
Welcome.
forward. Just show your interest lah. Then if he don't take the lead, maybe try to be more obvious. But if he still doesn't take the hint, then maybe it's also a no.
He's a bit dumb lah. Let's just put it that way. If a girl makes it so obvious that she likes you by literally saying, hey, I think you're attractive, then the girl's like, she awa.
No, I want to say they're not dumb. I want to say they're not interested.
Yeah,
I want to say they buat bodoh because actually they don't want to hurt their feelings.
But
So they
then why
wanna
still
tell
talk to the girl?
guys, ma? Right.
Okay, a bit hard to say, guys lah. Girls also could do that lah.
But now I won't lah. Like back in the days, I do talk to guys that I don't really have interest in.
Oh,
Okay.
wow, Maggie player.
Because they lie on you, then
Hey,
you like
I tell you, got one time, right? This guy, this is way before my current relationship, right? This guy, he was so nice to me. Your type, what, tattoo.
Wow, thank you.
Very hot one.
Now, still got contact or not?
Oh, don't have. I think
Alah,
not
okay.
available anymore. But anyway, so I had a shoot in Malacca. And all I did was tell him, I'm so bored because it was at night already. We were done with the shoot, but I have another slot the next day. So I was just all by myself in the hotel, in the room, like it was shared room with someone else. And they went out for dinner. I didn't want to go out. You know what he did? He drove all the way to just give me a hug.
your friend.
Sorry.
That guy who liked me lah.
To just give you a hug and then ciao.
And then obviously I felt bad. I said, "Can you want to come in and sit down? You drove all the way, you take a short break lah." We didn't do anything, it was just chatting. And then I said, thanks for coming all the way. And I felt so bad. Like, what the heck, 2 hours drive for what? I just said, I'm bored. I didn't ask you to come here, Then he went back. So that was one situation. And then another time was, I tweeted, masa tu I was on Twitter. Man, open the fridge, nothing in it. so hungry.
Oh.
Half an hour or 1 hour later, ding dong, he brought a bag of groceries for me.
To cook with you or for you to cook?
For me, he just dropped it off and he left.
Huh?
Aduh, this guy a bit like...
This guy a bit too much lah. Okay, you don't even know if Maggie likes you back.
I don't like him.
Maggie's like,
I already say that I don't like you, but we can be friends. But in the end, I think his action already too over that I feel like, okay, no, I need to tell him, hey, you need to stop doing this because I don't think this is going anywhere. And he stopped.
Okay.
But I think I broke his heart. But what I'm saying is...
Maggie, if the sides were flipped, like if you actually like the dude, like if you actually found him attractive, would you find
I
that...
married that guy.
Oh. Wow. After the first time bringing groceries, where's the ring? Is it in the grocery bag?
Yeah, but of course need to see consistency. But I realized this guy only nice to the people he like. That's why I don't like him.
That's it. Okay, now that you brought that up, faham sangat.
I noticed that he's not that nice to like say waitress or waiter or like, but he was super nice to me. That was my indication. Sasna.
2 hours, you see, the fact...
But he really drove here, no?
Okay, I'll be honest with you lah.
What?
I feel like the fact that he drove 2 hours just to see you and give you a hug feels like he's not doing anything else with his life.
No, it's like love bombing, kan, right?
It's love bombing.
Love bombing is the thing,
guys.
It's serious. Okay, let's talk about love bombing. What is it?
No,
What
I
do
feel
you
like
know?
if okay, like for example, this guy, right? You barely know him, right? You kind of know
Okay, we
him.
were friends first.
Oh, you're friends, but do you guys like know each other or not?
I won't say completely don't know, but I do know some things about him. Like we have a lot of mutual friends at that time. So he's not like a complete stranger that I met out of nowhere lah.
Okay.
Okay.
But I still feel like he needs to get to know you a little bit more
Yeah.
before he starts doing all these big gestures.
Because it can backfire.
Yeah.
I felt so uncomfortable that he drove all the way 2 hours and I felt so like I felt obligated to make him sit down next to me so he can
terrible.
rest.
Exactly.
Because what if something happens on his way back because he's too tired? Like I don't want to be responsible for that.
Yeah,
But what
yeah.
I'm saying is, love bombing is a thing.
It's a thing,
He
dude.
needs to be smarter with the approach lah, right?
So just sweet is one thing. You sweet with no strategy, the sweetness is become bitter, you know.
Yeah, because become very sour already.
She is right.
True, right?
You are right.
No, serious. Yeah. Okay, that gesture is sweet, but in my context, I didn't feel the sweetness much. It was just like, okay.
It's like, how come? Why? Like, serious?
No need lah. It's okay. I pay you back.
2 hours is a stretch lah. I think 25 minutes is the limit of how far you can drive.
Huh?
Yeah, 25 minutes lah bro. Dude.
So PJ to Bangsa.
PJ to Bangsa, PJ to Subang.
Okay, PG to Damansara with jam.
Sri Kembangan is pushing it already.
Okay, that one be far. That one be too far. Setiap Allah besok.
Yes, unless you're dating for a year, then like 2 hours still cannot. I'm trying to justify it, but it tak boleh.
Oh my god. So anyway, long story short, I rejected him and I introduced him to a friend and then they got together. Yeah.
Oh, damn,
Yeah,
okay.
that was way back.
Yeah.
But yeah. Hey, I have this question actually. Someone asked on IG kan. How far into dating someone do you think of being committed official? Like how do you make it official?
Okay,
Very
guys.
tricky, you know.
I feel like, I don't know if you guys heard about this on TikTok. Okay, I feel like TikTok is the new Google. Okay,
Okay, tell me.
Y'all can fight me, but I feel like you can search stuff on TikTok and find credible sources. I mean, I'm just saying lah. But on TikTok, they were saying about the 3-month rule. You know the 3-month rule?
Okay.
So in these 3 months, like when you interact with somebody, get to know somebody, texting somebody, making the effort to go out, you will know in that 3 months. And I completely agree. Because most of the time, my talking stages, it ends in like 2.5 months. Like that's when you know, it's kind of fizzling out. Like this person's not really making the same effort as me anymore. So that's when you know, we're not going to go to the next step. But after 3 months, if you guys are still there, then yeah, there's a potential. So that's how I would
Does it
see
apply to you, Raj?
Quite long lah, 3 months.
That's long ah. How long did
We
you
should
take?
shorten it to the 3-week rule.
Hey, too fast lah.
No, you see, within the 3 weeks, you got to go on a lot of dates, spend a lot of time with them, then you get to know them. Then after 3 weeks, if you already hold hands, I feel like that is the
Dude, that's
check
so
mark.
fast though.
I want to come in here. If I'm 21 years old, can. But my schedule currently, I cannot have 2 dates in a week, you know.
That's
So
true,
so that might not apply because now we're busy
It's
girls,
true
you know.
also
We
lah.
got career to work on. Like when I was 21 in college, sure, I think that 3 weeks rule apply. But as of now, let's be honest, we are so busy with our life. So
Okay, you're right. I will change my stance lah. Okay lah, 3 months lah. Okay,
3
agreed.
weeks. Okay lah, maybe 1 month, 2 months still okay lah. 3 weeks very fast.
So wait, your question is how long before someone decides to be committed?
Not my question, her
Her
question.
question.
Yeah,
And when you say committed
How
means
far
what?
into dating?
Okay.
That you
that
make
you
it
know-
official?
Yes.
Or that you ask the person.
3 weeks too
Yes,
fast, right?
3 weeks
Okay,
is too
no,
soon.
of course lah.
Yeah.
So
Too
soon.
I gabra a bit like a bit tension. The question came to me just now, but okay lah, 3 months. I agree lah.
But that's
TikTok lah.
they wanted
Yeah.
male and female point of view. For a male, how fast do you want to be in a relationship?
Yeah.
I asked my girlfriend after 3 months of meeting her for the first time.
Okay,
Oh.
that's good.
Okay,
Right?
that's fair. That's
That's
So
fair.
we had quite a few dates, and then eventually I asked her.
You ask her?
I asked.
Some
I
guys
asked.
don't ask, you see.
Yeah,
Some
but
guys
you
don't.
must ask. Must ask.
Properly lah, even like last time never asked me also.
Explicitly stated, I really like you. Do you want to be in a relationship with me? Do you want to be my girlfriend?
Is it scary to ask?
I
Or
mean,
by then you kind of knew the
I think
answer.
you kind of know. I think
If not, you won't ask, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
If not, you bodoh lah.
If not,
I mean, you
what
need to
do?
have some level of confidence that she's going to say yes lah. If you're shooting in the dark, like, I'm just going to try my shot, that means you never do your groundwork. And then you cannot blame the other person for not liking you. You cannot say, oh, it didn't like work out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean or
Because
not?
like on what basis, like for the person to say yes or no, right? It has to
Yeah.
be some sort of foundation that you both have before you ask.
Yeah.
I agree.
What about you? How long?
3 months.
3
for
months?
3 months.
3 months is fair. But I know people who...
Hey, my friend 6 months engaged already.
Yeah, exactly. I know people 1 week they got together officially.
Exactly.
Yeah,
God,
they're
God.
married now.
Oh, that's amazing though. I mean, I guess it depends on the person.
Yeah,
like there's no
yeah.
general rule.
Yeah.
So-
But like they say, some people say, they were in a relationship for like 10 years, just never really got married. But then for the next 1, 2, 3 weeks, then they got together, and then the next thing you know, they're engaged and married happily ever after.
Yeah.
So I feel like this whole timeline, you just don't know. It has to come from you.
Correct. You look at Indian matchmaking, the show on Netflix.
Ah.
They match the people after 1-2 dates, they get married already. It happens.
Like love is blind lah. You don't even see the
Hey,
person.
I cannot. I cannot. That one very sus. I feel
Really,
like
ah?
what happens after the show, like I don't trust them.
So, okay, I'll tell you, my grandmother, when she got married, she's from India. All she knew about my grandfather was his name and his job. And she just had a passport-size photo of him.
What?
She traveled on the ship. I think it took 2 weeks back then to come to Malaysia, and they got married.
That is insane.
Right?
But it's a different time, I would
It's
say.
a different time.
Different time, yeah.
So I think to help your listeners, Maggie, maybe we can list out some check boxes
Okay,
or like
come.
a list, right?
Yep.
When you tick all this list, then like okay, we ask the person to be our partner.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
come. Let's talk about that checklist.
Okay.
Before we move on to the next
Number
one.
1 must be good looking. That means
Hey.
must be physically attractive to you.
Okay.
That's subjective, right? So only to you, lah.
To you. Yeah, because that's the foundation
come
of
on.
any
Vantage,
long, sustainable relationship. You must be physically attracted to the other person.
I agree.
I have to say yes. I agree as
Right?
well because I feel like one of the people in my life that, confessed to me,
Wasn't physically attracted.
was just not physically attractive to me. So
Faham?
that's very important. I agree.
important, okay.
Like I know that sounds shallow, guys.
Basically,
that
you
does
must
sound
want
shallow.
to French kiss the person.
Yes.
Betul.
It's not shallow. We are human beings. That's how we are wired. Don't be afraid to tell the truth,
We
guys.
like
Okay.
pretty things.
Huh?
We like pretty things. We like good looking
Correct.
things. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, that's number 1.
That's number one.
Physical attraction. 2.
They must laugh at your jokes. And you must laugh at their
Okay,
jokes.
but what if you're not funny? I'm just saying. What if you're not funny? And then
Raj,
they're
you're
trying to
lucky. You're a
humble
very
you.
funny guy. You're very charming. But some
Yeah.
guys their jokes damn fucking lame.
Yeah, very dry. Sorry, dry
Like-
sangat. Like stop.
Wow, cannot stop talking.
Yeah, like please, enough. No more dates already. After
So-
this, I take the bill. I pay a chow.
Like I'd rather you not try to be funny. You just be yourself. Just
like that.
So maybe then they don't fulfill the criteria lah.
So must be funny, but let's think human may not be for everyone.
Okay lah, true also. They must...
I feel like this is the list of Raj.
Yeah,
preferences.
Raj's list.
Hey, contribute lah you all.
I think physical attraction for sure.
Yeah, physical attraction.
How frequent you guys talk? Do I look forward to that person at the end of my day to update that
Yes,
person? Like
100%.
I have this thing that happened. Oh my god, I can't wait to tell them.
Yes, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
And I think for me, I mean, this is a personal thing. I don't know if a lot of people agree with this, but for me, like, I need somebody who truly wants to listen to me.
Oh.
Like, and this is not just like listen to me, ran, ciao, finish. This is like really listen to me and be in my shoes and really try to understand how I feel. Because I feel like that's what I do to people. I try anyway. So I feel like that's really important. Like you
Yeah.
need somebody to kind of understand. Even if they don't understand, they're like, apa ni? Apa kau complain ni? Pernah tak ada apa-apa pun. But
Betul.
they still make the effort to, okay, maybe she's saying this because, they still try to make the effort to understand. I think that's really important.
And that's important in the start of this whole limbo.
Yes.
Belum official dah buat because you set the foundation right.
Betul sangat-sangat.
Agreed. So what's that term? What willing to listen?
Willingness to listenness. Yeah.
Willingness to listeners to understanders.
Yes.
Okay, can. So there's two things: physical attraction, willingness to listeners. That's English, by the way, in case you guys are wondering.
Yes.
What else?
Interest in my friendship. Because I don't want to be that friend. I used to be this person, by the way. The moment I have a boyfriend, right, my friend won't see me for a long time.
Ayo, Maggy Wang.
I know, I used to be like that, like when I was much, much younger. And I realized now that I'm older, I'm like, that's not the way, because how do I put it? When I was younger, I seek comfort in relationships, and unfortunately those are always unhealthy relationships for me.
Right.
But when I'm in it, like I get sucked dry, and no one else will know anything about it. So I have no friends but that person one. So now, but also because that person never made effort to get to know me or my friends or my family, it's just them all the way again. So for me, it's very important if this person is interested in the people in your life apart from them.
100%.
Or is it just he want to talk to you, you want to talk to him, he doesn't want to spend time elsewhere, it's just the both of you? I think, no.
I agree. I feel like your partner needs to have their own life. You need to have your own life.
Yes.
And you guys come together.
As one,
Betul.
but also out of the oneness, you have your own thing going on.
Betul, that I agree 100%.
Question. I want to agree with you, but I got one clause.
Just say don't be nice, it's okay.
So what if your partner is introvert or they have social anxiety?
It's okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's fine.
It's the intention.
It's the intention, because you can tell between like your partner wanting to actually get to know your friends and actually don't want to. Like even when they're introverted or extroverted, like you can tell the effort. Like, oh my god, like Raj, just give me some time to like make the effort to like talk to your friends.
I'm a bit shy.
I need some time, but and you will see it. You will confirm see like, okay, my best friend Sam, if you're watching this or listening, thank you for being an amazing friend. But she is an introvert, guys.
Yeah.
But she knows my lifestyle. Like she knows like, I'm friends with you guys, people in
an
the industry.
extrovert, you like
an extrovert. Like she has 0 social media accounts. And like how she supports me, she will like literally go manually on like Safari or Google just to look at my profile to be like, oh, Ili posted this. Okay, great. That's how she supports me, because she's an introvert.
Yeah.
But she still makes the effort to like talk to my friends and get to know them and stuff, even though it like literally tires her. She's drained because she's an introvert, right?
So yeah, I agree. It's the effort, Raj.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying, right?
I support this third item to be on our list.
Okay, give us one more item. What is it before we move on?
So we have physical attraction.
Willingness to listeners.
Listeners, yes.
The effort to want to get to know the people in our lives.
Yes.
So social circle. And
okay, guys, I just needed to ask, okay, because I'm assuming you guys are sexually active, right? With your partners. So do you think sexual compatibility is very important as well?
For sure. But you won't have sex before your official maybe not for some.
I just want to ask you guys that. Just curious.
I think that's very important. But
Yes.
again, when it comes to religion, for some people, it's sensitive. You can only have it after marriage,
Yeah.
which I respect that completely.
Yep.
I cannot be with someone who would have bad sex with me.
Okay, good to know.
I'm planning to be a virgin for life, so
Wait, are you the type you want to wait till marriage kind of thing? Because I'm waiting till marriage. Because I'm just saying.
I hope my parents are not listening to this podcast. But for me, romance is not a very big thing for me. It's not. The whole act of like wooing and seducing is not a very big thing for my partner and myself.
Okay.
But I can imagine how it might be for many other people. And a lot of people have said that when sex dies in a relationship, the relationship goes along with it. That's the saying, right? Like a lot of divorce cases happen. That you can sort of predict it happening when the amount of times the couple has sex decreases. Right? It's sort of like a precursor to it. And so I can see the importance of it. But for me personally, I mean, I'll get like a mental orgasm when my partner laughs at my jokes. More than the romance of it.
That's cute though.
Yes.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree that sex should not be the ultimate priority. There are more important things that makes a relationship healthy.
Yeah.
And sex is just one of them.
The way you say it very strong, you know. Like,
Sex is just one of them.
Is it? Did I do that?
Yeah. yeah, she wasn't like sex. She was like sex. It's just one of them.
I didn't realize that. Anyway, but yeah, I agree. Like, for me, sex is not everything. I think I value other things more than sex. But of course, I cannot have bad sex.
it's like, I feel like it's damn unfair to dump a guy or a girl because the sex is bad.
Yes, and he's like, everything else is perfect, he's good. It's hard to say.
It's hard to say lah.
Depends on the person.
Yes, depends on your priorities, I guess.
Yeah, like if they're bad, just send them for tuition classes or something like that. I'm sure like there's a
what?
business.
Tuition, what classes?
I don't know, like figure it out.
No, but guys, actually, okay, this, oh my God, I don't even know if I can share this, but this is like TMI, okay? But for me, I feel like you don't even have to have sex with a person to be happy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can just cuddle with a person and that's already better than like doing something sexual with somebody you don't really love.
But sex can be tiring, so sometimes you just want to cuddle.
True. Like some days you're just not in the
want a
mood.
spoon.
Not that I know.
Is it right?
It's okay, Raj, I get it. It's okay, Raj. Okay, I get where you're coming from, Ili. I get it. So let's just say that for the three of us, sex is not number one priority.
So true, 100%.
Okay?
100%.
We can move on with that?
We can
Yes, we
move
don't
on.
want to
Never
make
thought
Raj-
about it before.
Yes.
Yeah, great, Raj, good. Okay, right now we're going to go into the spicy questions and we're going to answer some of our listeners who are both your followers as well because they dropped in a ton of
So
questions.
these questions are not
Oh
the
my
spicy one,
goodness.
Maggie.
Not yet. But yeah, I'm going to up the spiciness
up it,
right
let's
now.
go. Chili pan mee.
Yeah, like now it's chili padi. Like just now
Just
was
now,
samyang.
sambal je.
Samyang.
Sambal.
Sweet sambal just
Sweet
now.
sambal. Now it's chili
now
padi.
with chili padi.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready, let's go.
Okay, now mala already.
Ayo.
Okay. Do guys actually worry that they won't find someone past 30 like most women would, like an expiry date? Because women can.
Yeah.
When we hit a certain age, as much as we know we are wonderful, we are not worthless, our value is way beyond our age, we still cannot help but feel that way. If, say, they are still single, because I have a lot of women that write in that, all their friends are married and they're still single. They feel like, their time is really running short. Do men feel that way? I'm curious.
All the men above 30 which I have spoken to who are not married fall in two camps.
Yep.
The first camp is their business is their wife. Right? They are so focused on their career that settling down, having a family, having a wife is not a priority for them.
Right.
And they themselves know if they were put in that situation, they won't be a good leader for the family unit. So it is a choice for them. Now, the other camp are people who maybe have not had a lot of luck when it comes to relationships, and they have resigned to the fact that, hey, maybe I'm not going to get married, and they have sort of given up.
Oh.
Right? How they feel about it, whether it makes them sad, whether it makes them upset, I don't know, because I've never had that kind of vulnerable conversation with them. But they seem very nonchalant. They're like, yeah, whatever. I don't really feel like getting married. It's not the kind of life I want to live. And good for them. If that's what they want with their life and it makes them happy, then be a king, man. Just rock it.
Yeah, but I want to say, this is from a girl's perspective, from what guys think. I'm not sure if this is true, but girls, biologically, we will have complications if you want to have kids.
Later.
Later on. I want to say 34, 35. Like, that's like the starting age of, okay, you might have some complications if you're pregnant. So I want to say some guys would think if they do want kids, they would want to date someone younger.
Which
for
is
the
why,
sake of, the pregnancy thing.
Like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
He only goes for people 20 years
Correct.
old, kan?
Yeah, but I don't know. I've never had this kind of conversation with my bros, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you mind having more of these conversations?
Yeah, can you do it?
I need to find friends who are above 30. Like, I only have a handful, right? Because I'm 26, right? And my factory is still working.
No, okay, Raj, imagine if you, do you want kids though? Like, from a guy's perspective?
Yes, the short answer is yes.
Okay.
As long as I meet certain
right person,
criteria.
yeah.
No, the right person is
it's
there.
there, yeah.
But like the few things, like I want to heal my generational trauma.
Okay.
I want to make sure that I have a right foundation for my kids to be born in
right.
this world. And I am not against the idea of adopting kids.
Okay.
In case anything happens to little John down there and the children cannot come out. I'm not against the idea of adopting
I like how
kids.
you mentioned Little John.
Little John, but it's not. Okay, you know what? I'm going to stop there.
I'm sorry.
But yeah.
Cannot look at John the same way.
Yeah, like,
Shout
sorry,
out, John.
John. But anyway.
I'm not against the idea of adopting kids. I do want a family.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. Because, I know some guys who actually they straight up said, guys, they straight up told me, oh yeah, I can't date anybody above 30 because, I want kids and I feel like we'll have complications. And I'm just like, okay, interesting.
Yeah. Then go and do something about it. Why they're complaining to you? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
If you want
exactly.
something, if you want a life for yourself, then you have to go out and work for it. And this applies not only to guys, but to girls as well.
Yeah.
Right? There's no discrimination when it comes to building a life that you want. And if you're having difficulty finding a partner that meets your criteria, either go for an arranged marriage, get someone to set you up, go on a blind date, or fix yourself. Because if you're not finding a partner that you want, then there might be something about you
Thank you.
that is not right. Right? Both guys and girls.
Yeah.
Everybody wants someone with six-pack or beautiful with long flowing hair and flawless skin. But is that the same thing that you have? Is that the same thing that you are working on with yourself to attract the kind of person
Oh
in your
my
life?
God, right? That is so true. That will be my comeback for everything. If a guy tells me that, I'll be like, hey, you see yourself in the mirror or not? Have you fixed yourself?
That's why. You look in the mirror break because of your bad personality. Because of your bad personality or the thing that you're not working on.
Gitu.
Oh man.
Evil.
Okay. Yeah. Because I feel like it's a question that we women talk about amongst ourselves, and I wonder if men think that way. Bro, we 30, bro, scared cannot find someone. But I think based on your answer, it's leaning towards a no, not really.
Yeah,
We don't
yeah.
really think about that much.
We don't.
Well, I hope so. I mean, Raj is a pretty decent man. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying,
That's true. You're not
Or
wrong.
maybe because got two girls here, so you're very scared.
But
so.
I trust that Raj is a good guy.
Yeah.
So that's why I got him on the show. Only good guys can sit on this chair.
The pink chair,
The
especially.
pink chair.
Pink chair, very cute.
I'm on it.
Something that you mentioned that I want to kind of zero in is my guy friends don't really have this kind of conversation.
Yeah.
So what kind of conversations do men have then?
Okay, it's hard again to generalize.
Yeah.
I feel very blessed that my group of guy friends, we are very career driven, which is something I feel is important to a lot of men out there, right? Whether it is genetically installed within us or whether it's what society puts upon us, I don't know, I don't care. But a lot of men, career is important to them. So my group of friends, we talk about business a lot. We talk about how we can further our careers, how we can earn more money. But at the same time, when we have problems, we are not afraid to open up. We are not afraid to be vulnerable. Listen to them, give them advice, and after that, make fun of them. Right? So it's a very healthy dynamic. I know a lot of guy friends, which I have, who are now in my outer circle of friends. We cannot have those kind of conversations. When I bring up a problem or dissatisfaction that I have with them, it's immediately like, oh, why are you feeling that way? Huh? What's your problem? I'm not going to admit that I'm wrong. It's an ego battle.
Yeah.
So it does happen, and good friends like that are dime in a dozen. So to answer your question, I am lucky that my friends are like that, but generally I can see why guys feel that way. My advice is be that kind of friend to other people, right? Be the kind of friend that has conversations, that is willing to open up, and eventually you will attract the right friends into your life.
Wow. This is like that talk bersama Raj.
Yeah,
It's head over heels. I'm bringing out my
Yeah.
more
Head over heels TED talk
that thought,
bersama
yeah,
Raj.
my put together side. Am I making sense?
Yeah, you are completely. And I hope more men would listen to this and would take note and kind of change the narrative about men not having deep conversations, because not just amongst friends, it does trickle down into their relationship, and it affects the relationship when your partner is not the kind that have deep conversations, because women naturally do that. And then the kind of connection you can have with someone who can have deep conversations with you is a whole different thing.
Yeah, that's so true. And I feel like it also comes back to what Raj said about how men are being raised, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
men can cry, men can talk about their feelings and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Even in my family, I'm very lucky that my brothers and my dad, they're very chill about even about periods.
I love that.
Because when I wanted to do the whole menstrual cycle, like menstrual cup.
The cup, yeah.
The menstrual cup thing. Like my dad was like, hey, what's that? You know, I'd be like, and I'll tell him, like, Pa, this is a menstrual cup. You know, you put it inside and then the blood comes out. So Raj is like, wow, how do we get here? And he would be like, oh, that's so cool. And then my brother would come in and be like, oh, so like you don't have to wear a pad? Like why can't you just wear a pad? Why do you have to do this? And I'll just explain to him, you know, because
they're very
pads.
open about.
Yeah, they're super open about things, which I'm so
Love
blessed as well. So I guess it depends on how the men are raised as well.
We need more men like that, yeah?
Yes.
Thank you, Raj. Setting a good example.
Yeah, let's go, boys.
Okay, next question. Are you ready?
Come.
This one really mala. Which is worst? Emotional cheating or physical cheating?
Achhe, man.
Hey, bring it on!
Cheating is bad lah, regardless of this one. I feel like physical cheating for me hurts more. Like someone I love
I don't know.
so much
Okay.
can be with another person like that. I don't know lah, in my mind like it stabs lah. But if they're already emotionally cheating with you, like that's also quite painful lah. So to answer your question, because a lot of trauma is coming out right now from my past experiences, cheating is cheating lah. Both is bad.
Both. I feel like I don't want to make one less evil than the other. Both are bad.
Yeah, this is tough, Maggie. This is really tough. Like, I can't choose.
But I tell you though, some people think emotional cheating is not cheating because I didn't do anything.
So how do we define emotional cheating? Like what is an action that is emotional cheating?
That's a good question.
I want to say flirting, like if you're straight up flirting with somebody.
That's an action.
Yeah.
No?
Like texting.
Okay, like physical cheating means have sex with a person, kan?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Kiss lah.
Yeah,
kiss.
kiss,
Okay,
kiss,
hold
kiss,
hands
make
lah.
hand.
Got physical touch.
So emotional is like, oh my god, you know,
Flirting.
like you're so cute. Like I wish you were my girlfriend. Something like that. I don't know. Like
I have a story. Can I share?
of course.
This was way before, obviously. I had a thing with this guy for like a couple of months, but towards the end, I chose to end things. It was close to a month. One, because he was putting me in a limbo where I don't even know if we are boyfriend, girlfriend, but we are like doing everything. I was staying at a place a lot, or like I stay over quite a bit. I know, or met the parents all. I felt like we've checked all the boxes except that status.
Right.
So I would ask him, and his answer will always kind of like mislead me to thinking I'm overthinking for asking too much. Long story short, I chose to end it because I found out that he was flirting with other women as well. Okay, that's maybe why we never really got official. And his answer was, well, you know, what we have going on is great. And flirting is just my second nature. It's harmless.
Oh, I hate it when people
I'm
say
not
that.
joking, okay? I felt like punching him in the face, but all I did was tell myself, yeah, I did the right thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it hurt. Obviously, I really was quite attracted to the person, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't be with him. But hearing that until today, I just feel like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Stupid or what?
Yeah, you're justifying yourself like, oh, that's my second nature. I can't help myself.
He didn't even
like,
deny that I found out about the whole flirting thing. He was just like, but what's appalling to me, like mind-blowing to me, is like, he didn't see a problem with that.
Yeah, he literally was like, Max, I give you everything.
Gaslighting me, ah.
Yeah, I give you everything. Like I treat you like a girlfriend and
Yeah.
stuff. So like, what's so wrong about me flirting with other people?
Yeah, it's my second nature. Until today, someone else said that I slept. Sorry, I won't sleep. But you know,
this kind of guy is called a bastard lah.
thank you.
Right?
Asshole.
Right? And
Dick.
but the truth is, girls also can have this tendency.
And I
Where
agree.
they talk to many guys at one time.
I agree.
Right?
Oh, yeah, I
Right?
agree.
So the point is, I think, in my opinion, it's hard to categorize this
As a
attitude
guy or
towards
girl
a
thing.
gender thing.
Yes,
right?
I am not.
If you are a bastard, you're a bastard. That's what I feel.
Also, some women can be like that. Also, can be asshole.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in a relationship, it's all about respect, guys. Like I said,
Correct.
it's all about trust and respect. If you
Correct.
can't respect, like if your partner is telling you, hey, I don't like you doing this, and you're gonna like gaslight them,
Yeah.
then where is the communication again?
Again.
Kena faham, understand and comprehend.
Yes.
Gitu.
Gitu.
I have a question. My God, you just brought up another one that I saw the other day. Too many. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Do you think it's okay? By the way, long story short, cheating. Neither is
Nah.
better than the
Neither
other.
is
Both
better.
better. Don't
Cannot.
cheat, okay?
Cannot. Thank you.
Okay, next question. Do you think it's okay for guys, or girls, to show interest in you while pursuing multiple people at the same time?
That's tough.
Casting the net. Ili, you're
tough.
single. Tell me.
Okay, guys. So, you know, last time,
Yeah.
I would take things too personally, okay?
Yeah.
Like, Ili back then, you know, like if you flirt with me and then I see you flirting with someone
Means you-
else,
yeah.
I would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, why you do that? I
Yeah.
thought I was special, you know?
Yeah.
But then I realized, wow, I'm actually taking things very personally. So I want to say now, this Ili, I feel like if you're single and you're like testing the waters,
Yeah.
you're dating other people, flirting with people at the same time, it's fine because you have no labels with anyone. You're just sort of seeing where it goes with, multiple people.
Yeah.
Because you can't just stick to one person. So that's just my toxic trait. I'm just already loyal in the talking stage.
You wear your heart on your sleeve.
Yes,
I know you. Yeah.
Yes.
I do that too. I felt the same way before.
Yeah.
But now, if I ever have to date again, I feel like everyone is just testing water, like I said.
Yeah, like if you're flirting with me and I find out you're flirting with a friend, like I can't blame you for doing that. We're not boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah.
We're not exclusive pon.
Yeah,
So,
there should be a limit to it though. I agree with you. Like, yeah, I mean, it's so hard. Like after the first date, you just stop talking to everyone else because mana tahu that person will just fizzle out and
It's a
nothing happens,
cycle.
right? I feel like 3 dates in, if you go on 3 dates with a person, the 4th date, they should be the only person that you're talking to.
Fourth.
The 4th date.
Okay, I agree though.
I
a
feel
little
that
bit.
is fair. There needs to be a
Okay.
cut-off point.
Okay,
Or
yeah.
at least by the 4th date, if you're still talking to other people, which by that point is like, why are you wasting your time, right? You must tell that person, hey, we've been on a few dates now. I want you to know that I am still talking to other people. And that person, if he or she is smart enough, they will stop talking to this guy. Because if after 3 or 4 dates, you can't show clear intention, like, hey, I really like you, and I want to pursue something with you. If they can't put their feet down and make some sort of decision, then you're wasting
You're
your
so
time.
right, Raj. Like I feel like if they wanted to, they would.
Yeah.
Like that saying is so true.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
If he wants you, he will make the effort to like
Yeah.
make you know that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right.
So if it's a fuck boy,
You'll
After
know
7
lah.
dates also,
You'll know.
yeah, you say, I went out with a guy. Same guy, John also. John also went out with you.
Kesian John.
Cannot lah. Cannot lah.
Because I feel any guy worth dating, right,
Worth dating. Yeah.
will respect their time and will respect
I
the time
agree.
of other people.
I agree.
So
yeah.
if you're going on 3-4 dates with this person and you're still talking to many other people, that is not a man per
Yeah.
se, right? It's a boy who just wants to have fun,
And doesn't know what he wants.
doesn't know what he wants, and then if that is what you're looking for, if you're in your fun phase or whatever, and that's what you're looking for in a relationship, go for it. But don't later, 3 months down the line, say, how can this guy do like this? All men are trash. I feel like that's a bit unfair to the guy or to the girl.
Yeah, I mean this is like 500 days of summer lah.
Something like that
Summer
lah.
and what's
And
his
then-
name? Summer and what's the dude's name?
I never
don't
watched
know.
the movie, I just
You haven't seen the movie?
I watched. I forgot.
Oh, I mean, it's basically like the whole perspective of like, Summer told him from the start, like, don't expect anything, okay? We're just friends, but they do couple things. And then I think what's his name, that guy? But the dude was like, how could I not expect anything? Like, we were doing all these couple things, and then
Cannot
now
one.
you leave me. So yeah, they're both like, it's a
Yeah.
very.
I tell you, the whole we're nothing, but we're doing everything that would lead us to feeling and falling for each other. Does not work.
Yeah, that's a red flag, I would say.
You want to have fling and without strings, I feel like does not work. Because the moment you are intimate with someone, right, it's natural. Our body releases chemicals that makes us feel that way.
Yeah.
I know,
You
Max.
cannot block it.
Cannot block.
So what you want to tell me, Any story?
Yes, I actually was in a situationship with somebody. Again,
Situationship.
yeah, I want to say situationship because we weren't exclusive because from the start, he
Yeah.
already told me he's not Muslim, by the way, guys. So yeah, I'm always in interracial relationships, Maybe it's from my parents, lah.
You
How
got
to
a type,
say
you
what.
got a type, you
yeah.
got a type.
Yeah, but he told me already, like, hey man, I know about your past. Like, I know you broke up with someone because of interracial relationship.
Yeah.
I'm somebody who can't give you that. I'm not going to convert for you because that's just not something that I would do.
Yeah.
Even though we like each other, so we can kind of see where this goes. So yeah, I went with it. It was nice.
Yeah.
Alright.
While it lasted. But
While
it
it
also broke your
lasted.
heart?
It kind of did, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I was just with him for maybe like 8 months. We
That's
were
a
just
long
eating.
time.
Is it a long time? Damn, it's
Long
my fault.
enough to fall in love.
Yeah, but dude, it was so bad because it wasn't just like touch and go anymore. It was
Yeah.
like the intimate, like holding my face and like
Aduh.
putting my
Wah,
hand behind my
Ili.
ear and like getting my
You
favorite
already
food.
say whole hand, you already poof, touch face. Oh, of course.
Maggie knows me, I hold hand with you already. That's it. I've fallen.
But-
I'm inside.
Was there any hard feelings towards the other party? That wasn't right because you already knew what you were signing up for.
Yeah, no, there were. Like, we're actually really cool right
Yeah.
now, which is so great. Again,
Yes.
communication. Like my ex, if we spoke about it, we would be friends now. But it's
Yeah.
like, after everything that he did,
But
I just can't,
He didn't deal with it.
But with
the
this
way-
dude, like, yeah, we're not really talking right now because we're trying to like move on. Because every time we see each other, it's like, everyone knows. Everyone in the room is like, bruh, they confirm they're together or got something. But we try not to like talk to each other right now because feelings are involved. So to those of you who are in a situationship right now or want to do a situationship, don't do it. Get out of it. Okay, you deserve somebody to choose you. You're not just like someone who they can just, spend time with sometimes,
Like a Pokemon.
I guess that the guy who told me flirting is a second nature, we were in a situationship for such a long time.
100% Max. You were there.
Yeah. Oh my God, so many questions. I have not enough time. We have our showrunner just told me we have time for one last one.
Okay, last one.
We talk about breakups.
Oh no.
Okay. Why do some people who are in a committed relationship, this is a question from y'all, by the way, cannot bring themselves to break up, but instead they go and cheat and do funny things outside?
Yes. I mean,
Why?
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 Wow, this is really, really tough. But I want to say it's because most people think that being honest would hurt them more. Like they think, maybe if I white lie a bit, it wouldn't hurt so much. But how I feel going through it, especially, I mean, Raj, you went through it as well. Like if they were just honest with you, it would hurt, but you would appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the guilt and, like how the other person feels. And at this point, you're just looking out for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I want to feel better about this. I want to make sure that
being selfish.
Yeah, they're being selfish, And I feel like we've all been there, You don't really want to tell the person like the truth because you feel bad. So you're like putting yourself first. And this is really, really tough, That's why I commend people who can really be honest with you.
To be vulnerable is difficult.
It's very difficult. It's so easy to be like, oh yeah, I'm an asshole, bye, ciao, you know? Instead of like going into it and be like, yo, this is actually the situation. Yeah, so I think that's why. I think they just feel guilty and they're selfish and they want to put themselves first, which I totally understand. But that's what happens, you burn bridges immediately the moment you do that. Because you're going to find out, the truth always comes out. You will find out from a friend. And that's when things get bad.
Agreed 100% with what Ili said. It's not an easy conversation to have.
Yeah.
And I'm not defending cheaters at all. They should not be defended, I feel. But cheaters' remorse is a real thing. They do feel guilt. They do feel upset after making that mistake. But you got to live with the decisions that you make in life, right?
Yeah.
So if you find it challenging to open up and tell your partner the truth, then these are the ramifications that you have to live with.
Yeah.
Do you think cheaters will always be cheaters?
I used to think that until I met I met somebody, got really close to this person. Like we're besties at this point, and she actually cheated on her boyfriend. And that was just the first time I'm looking at a cheater. Like I'm so close to this person, I'm really, really like I care about this person.
Were you there during the cheating process, or it happened before?
So I was basically there the whole time that she was cheating on her boyfriend, but I didn't know she was until people started talking about it and like sharing receipts and stuff. And then she had to tell me personally, like, look, man, you're gonna find out something about me that I've been doing for a year, and if you don't want to be my friend anymore, I totally understand. And I guess in that moment, that was the first time I saw a cheater's perspective. And I'm not saying like what she did was right.
Yeah.
I'm not justifying her actions, but it was like the first time I looked at the cheater and I thought, dang, I understand why you did what you did. It was not right. But it's like now when I meet cheaters, I'm like, you know what? I get it. Like, I mean, I feel like they are in their own bubble. Like they're having their own internal demons. Not justifying their actions, but it's like when I saw it happen in front of my eyes, I was just like, damn, okay. Will they always be cheaters? Not everyone, I don't think. Now, anyway, after going through the experience. But last time I'll be like, yeah, cheaters always cheat, okay? If you find out they cheat in your past, don't do it,
Especially if you were the one who experienced it.
Yeah, like once you see someone that you care about, like you would never think, like I would never think my friend would do anything like that. But like really understanding why she did what she did, I was like, okay, I see it,
If I was dating someone who told me that they've cheated before, if they can show me the thought process of them understanding why what they did was wrong, then of course I'll give them a chance.
Yeah.
Okay. It's fair. I would like to believe that people can change for the better.
One last one. I have so many. If they hid it from you, would you have been okay with it? Because
thank you, next.
No. Yeah, I would not be
you
okay
would rather the honesty from the start.
Yeah.
Like you'd rather them honest and tell you this was their past.
Yes.
And how we can move on with it together as a team, right?
Betul.
Like I know a lot of people say like you should never judge somebody's past.
Yeah.
But it's like, damn, if I found out you cheated on your partner, like like Raj said, like I would want to know the thought process.
Yeah.
Because like for my friend, I mean it's a long story. Like I can tell you
for
that
sure.
like, off the head over heels. I understood why she did what she did.
Okay.
And she told me she'll never do it again, which
Yeah.
I'm great. I mean, she's happy now, married, like she's having a good marriage and
Yeah.
everything. So
Okay.
happy for her. But yeah, don't keep it from me though. If
Yeah.
I found out from somebody else, hey, your boyfriend now,
Cheated before,
I will be like, what? Yeah. So don't keep it.
Woo.
Yeah.
Well, we ended it on a very hot note, but I want to end this episode with 3 questions.
Okay.
I
Let's
always
get it.
end it with this 3 questions.
Oh, no.
You guys can take turns to answer.
Okay.
The first one is, what are you currently head over heels for?
Ooh, I want to say, do you want to go first, Raj, or what?
After you.
I want to say, this is such a good question, Max.
Oh, really? Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. I want to say I'm very head over heels with who I want to be as a person. Which is guys, this is so cliche. This is so
It's not.
cliche. But honestly, like I just had my birthday about 2 weeks ago. And every year since 21, I would always feel like, oh my God, I'm already 22. I'm already 23. Like I'm always like, I'm so scared of getting older. But this was the first time I felt, I'm 28, guys. I know what's up, And it's nice because the reason why I'm here is because I've been focusing on myself a lot. Over the past 2 years, I've been really like seeing what I needed, what I wanted in life, whether it's career, like love life, family, whatever, right? I've been like really giving myself what I need because I'm always putting other people first.
Yeah.
So I'm very head over heels with myself,
I
ladies and
love
gentlemen.
it.
Woo!
Woo. What about
Yes.
you, Raj?
That's fantastic. Ili, you stole the answer right out of my mouth. I think one very important trait that I have, I guess, pride myself with over the years was how much I was willing to give to other people and how much I'm willing to help other people advance the goals that they had in their lives.
Yeah.
And many a times, 9 out of 10 times, I notice that these people won't reciprocate when I go and give them the help. So I will say it straight up, I've started becoming more selfish in the sense that I wanted to focus more on myself, the stability that I was looking for in my life, and nurturing and loving that 10% of people who I know will be there for me as I am there for them.
Yeah.
Because if I don't take care of myself, how can I support and take care of others?
Yeah.
That's right.
So I am, sis, I'm in the same
Kita sama
boat,
lah,
bro.
kita
I'm in the same
geng-geng.
ship.
Itulah, I brought you guys on because I know the frequency will ngam
Wow,
one. Hey.
kita
It's our
wavelength
new
sama.
handshake.
No, makan forever, what?
Second question. Keep it short. Best or worst advice you've ever received?
Oh no.
A lot, lah. Very long list.
It's a long
Just,
list. I think the best advice I would say is trying something and failing is better than not trying at all.
Love it.
Because knowing that, you know what, I've tried it, it didn't work out, fine, move on, That's better than like, you'll never know your potential.
The what
that's-
if.
Yeah, the what if. So that's my best advice. I feel like I have done things that I never thought I would do to get me to a certain place because I tried it.
Yeah.
And yeah, there were many failures along the way, but I tried, rather than you'll never know. You don't know your potential,
Yeah.
you never do it. So that's the
Yeah.
best advice for me.
So since Ili went with the best advice, I'm going to go with the worst advice.
Yes.
You're still young, don't worry about it. Okay? Now, number one, I feel like it's a very condescending thing to say to people. Age is relative. That's number one. And the sooner that you start thinking about what you want with your life, the faster you can achieve the life that you want for yourself. Now, I'm not asking you to sit down in the corner of your room and pull your hair and think, what do I want in my life? What do I want in my life? No, but have some serious thought about what your ideal life is and work towards it. No one is telling you can't go out and have fun. No one is telling you can't go out and party or do all that stuff. But start working on things that will give you happiness, and don't let anybody say, you're young lah, don't need to worry about it, it's still so much of time. No, we don't have much time.
Life short.
Life is short. So if you have something you want in life, just give 110% in doing it.
Okay, if you can see your younger self right now.
Oh, no.
15-year-old you, Raj, and Ili, Ruzana, what would you tell her? Short and sweet.
Yo, I already know what I'll tell them, man.
Okay, like in the
'Cause-
context of our topic also can lah, relationships. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So guys, what I do every year for my birthday is I will write myself a letter. So every single birthday I would open it and it would be like, hey Ili to Ili kind of thing, to
Oh,
kind
I
of
saw it.
reflect. So one thing I would really tell my 15-year-old self is like, yo, don't be so hard on yourself, man. Like I feel like you just take things too hard. You're so like, when things go wrong, you're always so like, guilty and you feel bad and you're always like, you're so hard on yourself, I feel, So like now I'm like, yo, people make mistakes, man. Don't be so hard on yourself. Chill. It's all
Love
G. You're going to grow from this. You're going to learn from this. just live life at peace. That's what I will say.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what problems 15-year-old me had.
Right?
I was very insecure with myself because I wasn't the most intelligent kid back in school. I wasn't the most good-looking kid. And so there was a lot of insecurity. I guess what I would tell myself is that it's okay to be who you are. Work on the things that make you happy and feel fulfilled. And your tribe will come to you. Your people will come to you. Which I'm very happy because right now I'm sitting with two of them.
Aw, stop it.
Look at you. So sweet, this guy.
very cute,
Lucky you taken already. If not all the girls are lining up after this episode.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for being on the show. Like, I hope you realized that was way more than an hour.
That was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
it honestly didn't feel like more than an hour.
About 5 minutes only, you know.
Yeah,
Looking at my
Yeah,
watch.
I know. Like I know you guys are used to the radio format where we can't talk for more than a minute. 30 seconds was the best kind of talks that they want you to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, today we went all out. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Of course, there were still quite a lot of things that we could cover, but maybe part 2, I don't know.
Boleh.
Boleh
Yeah,
kan?
no
Boleh kan? So you
Can.
go and do your research, ask your boyfriends, guy friends why you don't do certain things. Come back, we do part 2. How about that? All right, and maybe by then it is taken, so who knows, huh? Hey.
Sis, I love how
Are
you
you
have so much
single?
faith in me.
Are you
I am
single?
so single. Am I ready to mingle? Maybe.
Maybe slide into her DMs, huh? Okay. But yes, thank you so much, you guys. And like I always say, don't forget to fall head over heels for yourself first and always. And we will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.